When the man named Josh Paul was outside of his house with his daughter, he saw something that doesn't look like a human at first. He thinks that he must be his neighbor.
Is that you? Bobby. I get it. I get it, man.
But after calling the name Bobby multiple times, he was not responding, but suddenly after a truck passes in front of him, and the inhumanly figure suddenly disappears.
Just gonna stare at each other for like, what? You got me. I don't know what the fuck their problem is. I'm gonna keep doing this shit. I'm just gonna stare at him then. Fuck it, right? What the fuck, man?
Realizing this is not a prank, he quickly grabs the hand of his daughter and started running inside his home.
Come on, get out, man. Get out. Come on. Go. Right, just go to your room. It's fine.
After reaching, suddenly the doorbell rings, and when he looked outside, there was no there.
All right. Yeah. I know, Disney. You got me. Jim, you got me. You got me, man. You got... Okay, it's good.
But after second time, he sees that figure again.
And just stay in your room.
No one knows what happened to that family after that.
In the following video, a babysitter is looking after a girl who in the video can be seen playing with her toys.
What you doing over there? Nice.
The reason for filming this video is because it was just earlier that the 5-year-old had said something very creepy to the babysitter. He films this video to record what she said. Take a look.
What was it that you told me earlier about your doll?
When I play hide and seek with my doll, it moves.
You said it moves?
Yeah.
That doll? This doll?
Yeah.
You said it moves?
Yeah.
Like you move it, or? What? When does it move?
When I play hide and seek with her.
When you play hide and seek?
Yeah.
Bro.
This creepy-looking doll apparently comes to life when you play with it. But according to the child, it only moves if you play hide and seek with it. Now the child is only 5, so it could be that she was speaking from her imagination. But this notion didn't stop the babysitter from seeing if it was true. Curious to see if the doll actually moves, the babysitter plays a game of hide and seek. As he plays, he records it.
I'm 10.
We're playing hide and seek. Oh my god! Sadie, you scared me. Don't do that, dude.
Although quite a jump scare, the sitter would much rather be scared by a dog than a haunted doll. Thankfully, as he says, it didn't move. Now while it may seem that nothing unusual occurred during this night, something happens later that scares the sitter to his core. According to him, the 5-year-old had just been put to bed when suddenly he sees this. For some reason, the dog stares at the doll for more than a few minutes. Even weirder is that they stare at it from a distance. It's as though they're afraid of getting close. Given what was said about the doll, this strange occurrence is made creepy. But fast forward to just a few hours later, and something way creepier is caught on camera. The sitter is taking a nap inside a room, when out of nowhere, a faint noise comes from the living room. Mind you, the living room is where the doll was last seen. The sitter promptly wakes up and begins to record. This is what he caught.
Yo.
Strangely, a toy inside the living room goes off on its own, but next to the toy is what appears to be the doll. It seems to be in the same position as before, until it's not. If you look closely, you'll notice that the doll starts to move on its own. It appears to be lifting its head slowly, as if trying to make eye contact with the camera, before quickly falling over. The babysitter, who at this point has seen enough, hurries out in a state of terror. The doll, as it seems, had come to life. Despite that there isn't a follow-up video to this incident, one can safely assume how the sitter felt throughout the night. But as with all videos, I'll let you be the judge on this whole encounter. Did the babysitter actually capture footage of something paranormal? Or might there be another explanation for this? It may just be that this video remains a mystery.
The couple is inside the kitchen when this is captured.
I don't want to keep hanging out with your friends if that's how it's going to make me feel at the end of the day. Like, it feels more like...
They don't mean to do it. They're not like planning on, you know, they
Do you
don't...
know how it feels to hang out with a group of people and they don't even want you there? Like,
they do want you there.
But I'm only there
they want you
because
there. They like you a lot. No, they don't. They
That's
like
the only
they
reason.
like they like me. They're my friends. But they're my but they like you a lot.
They're acting fucking rude to me.
They're not trying. That's just how they. Hey.
Just as the argument was getting intense, a plate from one of the cabinets falls on its own. Following that, another plate falls by itself, but not before being flung toward Damien. It's almost as though whatever had chucked it had done so to end the argument between the two.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę. No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa. Idź tam, do...
Uważaj.
This video is taken from Poland when a group of police officers were trying to catch a girl possessed by a demon. The girl started screaming after seeing the officers.
Kamila!
Her mother, who was recording the video, informs that she is upstairs.
Nie? Drut ma jakiś.
Terrified by Kamilka's strange behavior, the police are unable to go inside and save her. So, as a final attempt to get her out, they head outside and place a ladder against the side of the room where she hides. This, however, did not go as expected.
Milka! Tu jesteś, dziwka. Chodź, misiu. Nie bardziej jak świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo. Chodź tu. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu też cię widzę. To nie czołgaj się. Kamilka. Kamilka, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła.
The following video shows a couple who are getting ready for bed when something downright terrifying is caught on camera. The footage comes from an indoor home security camera that the couple had installed inside their bedroom. After the chilling events of that night, they sent this video to a friend who looked it over and concluded that what happened in their home is beyond explanation. Needless to say, the friend had found the video to be disturbing. At the start of the clip, we can see both partners doing their nightly routine. One's at the foot of the bed, while the other is inside the bathroom. Then, minutes later, the partner who is inside the bathroom joins the other in bed. It isn't until seconds later that we see both partners fully in bed. However, it is at this moment that something disturbing is caught on camera. This is what was caught.
Es que todo fue tan rápido, hermano, todo fue tan rápido. Mira, todo estaba tranquilo, ni media apagan las luces y como que Juanca como que siente algo, no sé, por la espalda. Mira, no, esa me creo que... Uy, ¿lo viste? ¿Viste? Mírame la piel. Mira,
The sheet suddenly pulls itself off the bed. The man then proceeds to check the bathroom, when all of a sudden, he's attacked by something. The woman is also attacked by an unseen force. They then leave the room at once and promptly run to the front door. But then something else happens that has left the couple even more disturbed than before. Take a look.
No sé, mira,
Y mira cómo comienzan a salir más cosas.
Más cositas de esas.
Mira, ya.
Todo ahí de una sola. Todo de una sola.
Fuerte, eso fue como todo el cuarto.
Hermano, es que no, de ahí no termina todo, loco. Es que es en toda la casa. O sea, él tiene que salir rápido de esa casa. Yo ya le dije. Es en toda la casa.
Y ahí está un bajar. No, está todo bien. Ahí sale el bajar. Ya mira que le toca la abrir.
Mira, ahí es que ya no puede si la bajo en peso, pues la bajo en peso. Mira, oye, mira, son los cuadros. Mira.
Apenas prendió el foco se cayó eso.
Mira, me la piel loco, como me la loco. Mira, ahí ya cae, ahí, mira, ahí ya no puede más la china, mira.
Ya cayó.
Mira.
Desde el televisor.
El televisor, hermano. No encontraba las llaves, Juanca, mira, ahí recién encuentro las llaves. O sea, es en toda la casa, hermano. Es toda la casa.
Y Juanca la sacó.
Es toda la casa. Es toda la casa, toda la casa, o sea, yo no ni siquiera pretendo que Juanca se lleve esas cosas, no, con la casa no.
No, Juanca no quiere regresar, Mira. Uy, eso yo no había visto.
Sigue todo.
Eso no había visto.
Yo tampoco, sigue todo. Sigue todo, hermano, sigue todo.
It's unclear as to whether or not the couple had returned home, but given what occurred, viewers think it's best if they stay somewhere else until it's safe to return. Now, as for the footage, one could say that the use of strings had helped pull this off, but because there's so much going on in this video, viewers believe that something other than strings had caused this. As with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
Walter Hickox is a homeowner in Daytona Beach, Florida. His home is set out in a wooded section of the city. In January of 2022, Walter was taking his 3 dogs out onto the porch when he noticed one of them intently looking at something outside. The dogs suddenly start running to the left side of the camera, and that's when Walter realizes they were looking at a black bear. The bear climbs over a protective railing as it goes for the dogs. With barely any time to process what he was seeing, Walter lunges at the bear as it goes for his dogs. He manages to push it back before he shoves a nearby chair in the doorway, preventing it from attacking again. He yells out that he was attacked by a bear as he brings his dogs back inside.
When I had time to just sit and just stare, it all hit me, and I started bawling. I couldn't believe how close to death I was, and I did it for my dog.
Walter received minor injuries from the bear. His dogs didn't receive any injuries. This homeowner in Texas got a knock at their door for a DoorDash delivery around 1:20 in the morning. Only the homeowner hadn't ordered DoorDash. She was sleeping. It was only her and her nephew in the home at the time. She remembers waking up to a metal clinking sound, but didn't think much of it until she noticed damage to the outside of her house the next morning. This caused her to look back at her cameras, both the footage from her doorbell camera and the one she had set up in her backyard. This is what she saw.
DoorDash.
A woman standing at the door claiming to be with DoorDash from 1:20 a.m. to 2 a.m. This could be written off as a determined delivery driver that unknowingly had the wrong address. But it was the backyard footage that was genuinely concerning. At 2 a.m., 4 men got into the backyard and tried to gain entry into the home through a window. It's likely they planned on entering through the front door by ambushing the person that opened it for the DoorDash delivery. But when no one answered, they resorted to trying the backyard while the fake DoorDash deliverer stayed out front as a distraction. However, fortunately the men would be unsuccessful and are shown running away from the house on the backyard camera. The 4 men and the woman at the front door were all seen leaving the area together in a dark-colored sedan. They were never caught by police. This footage was captured in Flint, Michigan on April 24th, 2023. The house had 2 Ring cameras, one above the garage and the other was a Ring doorbell camera. Around 10 p.m., a man in a red jacket and another person just behind him are shown walking up to the house's front door. Before knocking or ringing the doorbell, the man in the jacket immediately starts trying to break down the door. The Ring camera falls to the ground from the impacts, but the door itself doesn't budge. After those few seconds, the man walks around to the house's side door and again immediately starts trying to break it down. By this point, the homeowner had woken up in a panic and was checking their camera's feed for an explanation. They noticed their doorbell camera on the ground, and so they switched over to their other camera. As the banging noise rang out throughout the house, they could now see what was causing it. The homeowner's voice coming over the speaker was enough to scare the 2 men off. Police were called out to the property. When they reviewed the footage, they noted that one of the men was armed. What these 2 men planned to do with the people inside if they had successfully broken in is unknown. It's unclear if they were ever identified by police. This clip was captured at 3 in the morning on April 9th, 2023. It happened in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The homeowner was sleeping when the clip was recorded. It wasn't until he woke up and saw a notification on his phone that he found out about it. He reviewed the footage, horrified. This is what he saw. A woman is shown trying multiple different keys to get into the house and even looking around for a hidden one. The homeowner claimed that he had never seen this woman before. He said that she later started throwing rocks at his car and trying those locks. It's likely she was under the influence of something. Multiple times she tries to insert keys into the doorbell camera itself. After a few minutes she walks off and was never seen on the property again. Her intentions are unknown.
A father takes his dog and his daughter out for a walk late at night and, while recording them, captures something disturbing on camera. Mark Rosbach, the father who submitted the video, writes, "I was filming my daughter and dog playing, but then all of a sudden, my daughter sees something in between the buildings that were across from us. This is the footage that was caught." In the distance, there appears to be someone or something floating above ground. It goes without saying, but Mark was left terrified when he saw this. Now, it wasn't until rewatching the footage a few days later that he spotted the mysterious figure. Immediately after seeing it, he thought he had captured a Kvitok, which is a mythic ghost-like entity that is said to roam all over Greenland. Whatever it was, Mark had been left unsettled by it, as well as others who've seen the footage, as it looks like a corpse that's floating in midair. But of course, it could be something else. I'll let you come up with your own opinion, ghost or not. Feel free to let me know what you think.